How you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Caramel sauce is great, and I'm sure a lot of you have bought it at the store. It's awesome for dipping like sliced apples in, or pretzels, or whatever you like. But it's also fairly easy to make, so we're going to make some today. At the end of the video, I'll give you a list of ingredients and measurements so you can make it yourself at home. So we need a saucepan. We need 1 1/4 cups of water in the saucepan. We also need a cup of light brown sugar, not dark, light brown sugar. Get that in the pan. You want to stir this till the sugar dissolves, which is pretty quick. Got a couple lumps in there. They're gone. Now we're going to add 1/2 cup of butter, and I've cubed it so it'll melt quicker. We want to bring this to a boil. We're going to whisk it until the butter's dissolved. If you cube the butter, it'll dissolve a lot quicker. My favorite thing to dip in this is sliced apple, but pretzels are good. I just have to limit my sodium intake, so I tend to stay away from pretzels nowadays, even though I love them. So my butter has melted. Now we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to reduce our heat and still keep it boiling, not aggressively, and whisking it until it thickens and starts to pull away from the side of the pan. So I'm going to do that because that's going to take about 10 minutes. And then after we achieve that, I'll show you how we finish up. Welcome back. I've had our brown sugar and our water on a boil. It's been about 12 minutes. I think the variable is the pan you use, the heat, but you just want to give it a low, slow boil. Otherwise it's going to spatter up at you or foam up out of the pan. If it starts to do that, just lift the pan off the heat and stir it down. Now it's just starting to pull away from the sides of the pan. Basically what you're doing is reducing it. You're boiling the water out of it. You can see mark in the pan where you started. When you get close, it's going to have a foamy, kind of quiet boil, a very low boil. So it's pulling away from the sides of the pan now. I don't know if you can see it. It's thickened up. When you're doing this in a saucepan, keep the handle. You don't want the handle in front of you. If you accidentally were to hit it, you're going to knock it at yourself, so keep it off to the side. And when you're boiling it down like this, you just need to stir it occasionally. So now we're good to go. Next thing we're going to do is add a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Stir that in. Once we have the heavy cream in, we get it mixed in thoroughly, we want to bring it back to a boil for 1 minute, and then we're going to remove it from the heat. It's thick. Smells great. Let me make sure I got all of this in there. It's back to a boil. 1 minute. Remove from the heat. Now we are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm using a good vanilla. I'm using a Madagascar vanilla. Stir it in. We're going to put our caramel sauce in a container. This will thicken up a lot once it cools down, and you want to let it cool down. So I'm going to give it a minute to cool, and we'll finish up. All right, it's cooled enough, but I got to taste it. You want to be careful, it's super hot. Oh, that's awesome. So we're going to get it in our jar. Looks really thin right now because it is. But once it cools down, it's going to thicken up a lot. There we have it. Wipe our container down. And there we have a jar of caramel dipping sauce for apples. Like I said, pretzels, whatever you like to dip in it. I'm probably gonna try it on some apple. That's my favorite. So I hope you like this video. If you like caramel dipping sauce, it's easy enough to make. You can make it for yourself or for your family or for your friends, for a party, whatever you like. Like I said, I'll give you ingredient list with measurements at the end of the video, and I hope you give it a try. It's easy enough and doesn't take a lot of time. So I appreciate you watching this video, and please subscribe if you like it, and check back and see what other videos I have on my channel. So from me to you, have a good day, try this sauce, and I'll see you next time.